Welcome reading 4. You have so many cards and I only have 10 minutes left on my phone and they don't seem to care. So we are going to do this quickly. I'm going to put these out almost like I'm dealing cards, okay? And then we're going to look at the message together. So here we go. We have Surrender to the Divine, full moon. We have Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius. Interesting, 2 full moons. A Time to Give Rather Than Take, new moon in Virgo. Then we have Work Through Your Fears. Ooh, where did that come from? I don't know if that's water. Interesting. Interesting that there's water on there. Work Through Your Fears, new moon in Scorpio. Okay, we just had that one, so that's really exciting. And, okay. And then this last one, let's see. Oh, Hold Till the End. I didn't see it either. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay. 2 full moons. Oh my goddess. You guys. Okay, so if you were drawn to reading any of the other readings, I'm not going to say a number. They had almost the identical thing. No, seriously. They had 2 full moons on one side and 2 new moons on the other side. Oh my gosh, there's so many spirits here. You're going to see them flying into the camera. Okay. Let me tell you something, okay? Surrender to the divine, show the world the real you, a time to give rather than take, work through your fears. So interestingly enough, in the other reading, this was about the person and another force that was stopping them. But this reading is interesting and makes sense that it's the last one because this is you. Your full moon, like light, you're illuminated, and then your new moon, like the darkness, your shadow. So this is like a representation of balance between your dark and your light. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And I wouldn't be surprised if we've got Aquarius, Virgo, and Scorpio here. And that could be your sun, moon, rising, your sign. Heavy placement of those in your chart. But the thing that I'm getting that keeps coming back to my eye is the candle and back to number 1, surrender to the divine. So show the real you. It's also, remember that Aquarius is an air sign, but they call them the water bringers. So I feel like, water is about emotion. So I feel like showing the world the real you, like maybe you were someone like me, like when I was growing up as a kid, I would hear, you're 258, by the way. You're so sensitive. Stop being so sensitive. Toughen up, blah, blah, blah. So I get the feeling that you guys are really emotional, empathic people, which is why the water. But also we've got 2 representations of the divine feminine. And the divine feminine has been coming hard for us. And it's been coming all throughout this reading today, even though we're in the waning gibbous energy of reflect and release, which interesting. Look at, she's like releasing the water. Into the world, releasing the emotions. But I think it's interesting that we're having like this kind of dichotomy of energy of the divine feminine. It's the 13th. In real time, when I'm doing this reading, it's November 13th, and 13 is the number of the goddess. So I feel like even though it's the reflect and release energy of the waning gibbous, it's really Lilith, like the moon goddess, the moon energy, connecting to Gaia, earth. Like that's how I feel. Like I feel like you're like this earth, angel, earth angel, earth angel. And a time to give rather than take is for you. It's time for you to give back to nature and give back to yourself rather than taking certain things for granted or, taking more than you need. Are you hoarding? Are you, over dramatizing emotion? Are you taking too much emotion? The show the world the real you. This is, I just heard, it's time to illuminate that, like really, really illuminate that. Also, I'm getting for some of you that you're kind of, it's interesting that we got this balance energy because I kind of feel like you're almost like a scorpion, you're kind of like you're sweet or you're sour. There's kind of no in between because it's you've had to defend yourself so many times. And if you're a super sensitive soul, which I believe that you are, all of you who have found your way to this reading today, reading 4, I feel that this is the time where Spirit's like, but if you ever really watch a scorpion, they're actually very gentle and they move, they don't like to be cornered, like they'll come and get you with their stinger, but they don't want to. It's not like a pleasurable thing for them to do. They just, nobody wants to live in that much fear, right? So Spirit's saying you need to work through these fears right now. Like you don't have any more time, look at a time to give rather than take. So time is what you've been taking too much of. You've been taking too much time to show the world who the real you is. And it's time for you to surrender to the divine. It's time for you to surrender to yourself, to illuminate yourself. I mean, 2 full moons, that's so beautiful. Also, even though these are like full moon in Aquarius, new moon in Virgo, new moon in Scorpio, I don't necessarily feel like they have anything to do with the moon cycles. I'm really feeling like it's the signs more than anything. I'm feeling like it's time for you. The only thing with the moons is that it's time for you to really start working with the moon cycles. And I know I've been saying this to you guys a lot, but my whole channel is based on that because there's a reason for it. And when you start doing it, you start to notice the patterns of things and life. And it's really cool. It's almost like a game in a way. Okay, so the piece de resistance. Here is our final card. Oh, be bold. Make the first move. I'm going to go down a little so you can really see it. Be bold and make the first move. The cardinal moon. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to fly through this. Okay, so now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. And Virgo, hello. Virgos are good for that too. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. What did they just say? Show the world the real you. I love it. Okay, so your attunement is, this is your mantra. I am taking charge of my destiny. Say it, write it down, put it on a post-it. I don't care, but I am taking charge of my destiny. That's your mantra. The additional meanings are be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. What do we say? Emotions with the water, right? Avoid recklessness or moving too fast though, right? Remember that old saying, measure twice, cut once? So you don't want to throw your energy or your emotions out willy-nilly and like hurt somebody. Think about what's going on. As you see, there's like water on the window in the background, right? Like you don't want to take that water and put it everywhere and, make somebody sad or cry. You can still speak your truth without hurting people, they're saying. So come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. The teaching is, in astrology, there are 3 quadruplicitities, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, we each have all 12 signs in our chart for different parts of our lives. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. These are the signs that like to get things started and which are the natural leaders. No matter when you draw this card, it's a sign that something new is starting and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. I mean, come on. You just have to work through your fears. And you can't take any more time. You came here for a reason. And if you're new here and you found this channel, I'm a healer for the healers. That's my job. I leave the breadcrumbs there for you to wake up yourself, But you got this. Show the world the real you and everything else will fall into place. I promise you. Surrender to the divine and make the first move. Be bold. Bossy even. Remember when they said that? So you are a natural leader. Also, I think it's interesting that one more thing they pointed out before they cut me off, the Virgo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Look in your chart and go into the description box below. And I've got a thing down there that says, do you want to learn more about yourself? And look at your birth chart. It's time for you to look at your birth chart and see where these signs fall. Look where Aquarius, Virgo, and Scorpio fall in your chart and see if there's something there, some little secret messages, some breadcrumbs there for you to help align you on your path, to give you the aha moments of how to maybe work through the fears, or where you need to, or where or how to make that bold first move. Okay, you guys. Oh, I love your reading. Oh, and I love that it ended this way. The other ones were really intense. So love you so much. Take really good care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, you got this. Show the world the real you. I love you. I believe in you. Spirit believes in you. Do it now. Blessed be. Oh, bye.